I'm just excited for this session.
Correct. So, welcome on board. I'm really excited to take your interview for that matter because
Thank
you're one
you.
of those initial clients with whom I have worked with, and you got really,
Yeah,
really amazing and incredible results from launching your book,
correct.
from working on your healing and whatnot. I still remember working with you. So, yeah, I'm really
Yeah,
excited for this session today. So, before we
sure.
move ahead, can you just introduce yourself and share a bit about you? Where were you in your life before you started working with me? A bit about you.
Yeah, sure.
Are you? What do you do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, my name is Zeel Chapaneri, and I work in IT as an engineer. And before meeting you, I was still working in IT, but I was never, I never heard the term healing, or I never heard the term. I mean, I heard the term manifestation, but I never knew like what happens in manifestation or what childhood trauma is or what is this and that. Like all those jargons are very new for me,
Yeah.
and we were in a part of community where my purpose was basic writing, that I wanted to write and I wanted to explore other options and not only just stick with IT, because there were different things going in my mind, and it was lockdown as well at that point of time. We
Correct.
all were, exploring a lot of things in those days. And then I think you posted some challenge on Instagram, and then I won it, and we went for a discovery call. So the journey started with you from then. And then I came to know that, okay, like all these limiting beliefs I had about myself, my relationship with my parents, my friends, and everything around me was really, shouting from inside to change things and not to stay the same for the years, which I have been carrying in like my mind or within myself. So I think I would say I'm really grateful that I started this journey, and you are the first one who introduced me to this. So I could reach at this point because of you only. Otherwise, I would have not been there. And since you were very young and very inspiring, you understood things very well, and you taught me a lot of things, like all the rituals, how writing impacts, like when we are manifesting, how writing impacts our mind, how it rewires our subconscious, how doing rituals about full moon and all, how it impacts our body and our thoughts and all. So I think today where I stand is just because I trusted you and I started on this journey. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible to reach here. So thanks a lot for that.
Thank you so much. I remember when you came to me, you were so lost. You were like, Manvi, I don't know
Yeah,
if it's going to even work out or not, but I'm somehow
yeah,
trusting you that it might work out because this is the first time I'm investing my so much money into all of these things
correct,
while I'm
correct. Yeah,
experimenting if it is even going to work out or not. So you were skeptical about investing money also. Then I was like,
yeah,
okay, and let's start with it. Let's see how things are going to work out, and then we will figure
yeah,
it if it is going to happen or not.
right, right.
Yeah, I remember your journey actually very clearly because again, working with you have been the most wonderful part of my journey so far.
Thank you.
I always feel the initial people where you work with, it's always near to your heart. It's always close
Yeah,
to
yeah.
your heart
True,
because you
true, true.
understand their issues. You trusted me in the initial phase of my life when I started giving therapy, when I started working this way. So, yeah. So, before we started working together, what challenges you were facing, whether in your mindset, in your emotions, or in your external reality?
Lots of,
That.
lots of. To start with, I never realized my worth. I never realized that how I look at money today and back 4 to 5 years, how I looked at money was very different for me. The term, that limiting belief, I never knew that it exists and how it is affecting my mind. Of course, I read books like The Power of Subconscious Mind, Attitude is Everything, and like other certain books. But when you read and when you imply some, it's a huge difference. So you introduced me to a lot of things. I also remember you introduced me to inner child healing. I
Yeah.
never knew that what inner child healing was.
Yeah.
So all those things, if I look back, I feel like a lot of things shedded, like a snake shed his skin and enter new. I feel like that old version of me was very different. I never knew that all these things, like these small things, also create a very huge or very huge impact in your life. And I looked at money like, okay, I can earn this much only. That was my limiting belief. I never knew that, okay, if I don't, invest in myself, invest in the self development, or expand my vision, then I can gain it. I never had that thought in me. I never understood that my relationship with my mom, dad, my brother will affect all the other relationships if I don't heal that. So that wounds were like very deep, but just I mean, after meeting you, all those things came and started dissolving, so I could reach where I really wanted to reach.
So any mindset shift which you have, which you were struggling with before started working with me, anything which you can remember, maybe,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The first was the money mindset. I was very it was very limited, I would say, or maybe very, like, maybe you can say delusional also. And after working with you, you like really helped me in thinking, looking at the bigger picture. Then also, I never thought that like vision board, if you create it, how looking at things and how it will help you, I mean, work on things and how it will attract that energy. So that I never understood, like how vision board really plays an important role. And also, I think moving to Bangalore, I always had that dream, and then I moved to Bangalore with my family and all. So all those small things really affected. Then my book also, like how it launched, and now, like, I'm writing the second part of it. It's
Oh,
almost at the end of completion. Yeah, I took a lot of time, but I think it's a journey. So I was not in that competition mindset. If I would be earlier having that thought before healing, I would be like rushing into things and not thinking about, taking time. But now I take my time. I don't rush. And you also taught me that you should not chase. You always attract that energy. So all this mindset shifts, I can say that has come.
yeah, yeah. I remember when I challenged you to slow down, when you were rushing into things.
Yeah,
I want to get
correct.
married, I want to see guys, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you are like, calm down and let's see how things
Yeah,
are working out. Let's work on our energy and then move forward. So now you are
correct.
actually living it. So it is making me feel even more proud of you that finally, even after 3 years, you are still able to implement those learning. So it's a wow moment
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me also. Like, okay, even it's not limited to the coaching and the therapy itself. It is actually the lifelong teachings which you took with yourself.
correct, correct.
So, yeah. So, what made you feel like this was the right time, or what drove you to start working with me? Because at the end of the day, there were so many people out there, and you reached out to some people also.
Yeah, yeah.
There were some of your friends also who were into the same niche. So, what drove you to start working with me specifically?
So I think I was going through a very rough patch in my relationship, and things were not working. And then the same thoughts, like I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, and this and that, all those things were like playing in your mind continuously. When I talked with you on Discovery call, I realized that you are authentic person. You are not faking it, and even if you were a beginner, you still understood things better than me. So I could trust you. You were there for me. You were giving that WhatsApp support. You were giving that, like Google Meet. We were doing it often. You were sending me voice notes. You were sending me those meditation links. You were sending me affirmations in your own voice so that I could listen and
So I would love to still ask you before you joined with me. So, उस point of time पे what drove you to start working with me? It's like the after effects, of course, that's what I do. Like that's the
Yeah.
offer I
I
submit.
don't know. There was an inner calling that there is something within me which I need to change. If I don't do it, it is going to be more worse than I can even, if I don't start working, it will make my life worse. So that was some inner calling was that no, I need to get started. That's all.
So Yeah, that was the inner calling which you were having as far as I can recall from really long time. But you were also
Mm.
hoping on a call with a lot of people. Like I can remember like couple of people you mentioned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People.
Yeah, so that is what there were other people, you know. But then I also think that when I talked with you, as I told you, I felt that you are authentic
Mm.
person and you were not doing only preaching things about, like this, or you were actually having that knowledge and even your own journey was very inspiring. You left your MBA
Yeah.
and then you went into all these things. So I could connect with you on that.
Yeah. So majorly because of the connection and because of the authenticity
Yeah, yeah,
to connect, and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why you went it.
Correct. Yeah,
So yeah, I also remember this. So I wanted to just ask for it because what drove you? Because I never asked you actually, ki what drove you to start
yeah.
work. So through
Correct.
the work together, what shifts did you experience in your belief system, in your emotions, in your feeling, the way you take action?
Lot of.
So yeah.
Yeah. First, I was very reactive person. After I started responding rather than reacting, understood. I became more empathetic and compassionate also. And I realized that I could connect the dots that this happened because of lack of love, lack of self-worth, lack of limiting beliefs, lack of money mindset, whatever I had, lack of understanding of that I'm good enough and it's not that, and taking that responsibility instead of blaming others. That is a huge shift, I would say, because when you don't take responsibilities, you will always keep on blaming on the situation and people. But when you understand that there is something inside you which is triggering all this, is because you need to work on all those things. So that was the huge shift, I would say, that happened to me, that I took 100% responsibility of my life.
Any other shifts you maybe want to mention about the belief system which might have changed, the emotions, the actions
Yeah,
of
I think
taking it?
after after working with you, my relationship with my parents really went on a very good level. Then I mean, at workplace also, I found very good team members. Like they all were very helping. Then I would say that if someone would say something to me, it didn't trigger me or bothered me more.
Yeah.
I always thought that that is something that person might be struggling with and it has nothing to do with me. And it took me a lot of time to understand that everyone is going through something, and it is not always about you, but that the other person also. So you have to really, I mean, understand others also and understand yourself also, and also clearly having those boundaries because I never had boundaries. So that thing also you taught me to have boundaries, to maintain those things, whether at workplace or in relationship or whatever it is, in friendships also. So those things also I learned.
Because I remember we had a conversation in one of our sessions that it is not that you don't know or how you are not being taught how to create boundaries. It was
Yeah,
coming from the place of pleasing people to be likable, to feel
correct,
validated. And that is the reason why we were not able to see the different picture altogether.
correct.
Like because at the end of the day, our inner child needs nurturing from time to time.
Yeah,
If we are
yeah,
not nurturing it by our own self, it is going to go outside. We are going to seek external validation.
yeah,
And that is the reason why you are also doing that because you're not aware how it was impacting your inner child and what was happening
right,
definitely.
right, right.
So, since doing this work together, what tangible changes you have seen in your life, in your confidence, in your relationships, in your career, in your finances, all the areas, one by one?
Uh, I think 360-degree changes, like you can say. I started meeting people who were having same interest or who were also working on their healing, or basically having that same kind of awareness. That one thing I started meeting more better people in my life rather than, I always met people who were broke or I need to fix them kind of people. But after all this shift started coming, I had a very good networking of people with very good skill set, and money wise also it always helped me. Earlier, I used to feel like only this much I can, but now. Like after working and working on those beliefs and everything, I literally felt that I'm not settling for less, and now I can, demand whatever. I can have that faith within me that okay, I can get this much, or this is what I deserve. Then relationships also. I mean, at my home, of course, it is improvised with my mother, with my father, with my brother also. Friends also, I started having very good quality of people in my life. And yeah, these things, and money wise, as I told you, that it always helped me. So these three major changes I could see. And health also, like my mental health became better, my physical health also became better. Now I'm taking more action on my health also. That okay, I was doing yoga and all this, but now I have joined gym also. I do meditation on regular basis. So all these things have become better. Activities also I'm doing. Let's say art journaling I'm doing,
Mm.
or I'm writing, or let's say if there is any fun activity going around. So now I don't restrict myself that what other people will think about me. Now I just go and explore, and then I understand that first I experience and then I analyze. Earlier I used to analyze before experiencing it. So
Yeah.
this is the major shift. I could say it.
Yeah, what I can see in you right now is the major confidence and how calm
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Pehle, when you
yeah,
grew up, you used to be in that urge, then that rush of emotions that even you don't know how to handle it and what I'm feeling. So
yeah,
sometimes ऐसा भी होता था that you just stop कि मुझे नहीं पता what to say next. I remember
yeah,
in some of the sessions that you don't know what to say, what not to say. But now I see this as a whole different human being who is very calm,
yeah,
who is grounded, who knows what she is doing and what she is looking forward,
yeah.
what she has been through.
Correct.
So there's a whole different change in you which I can witness today.
Yeah, that's right. That's completely right. Now I'm more calmer, and now my confidence is on another level. As you said, you feel that confidence in me. So
Yeah.
that I can, of course, I can also sense that.
Yeah, yeah. So looking at where you are now in this phase, how do you feel compared to when you first started to that old Zeel
I just
and to the today for who you are? Just like we talked about it, probably you can think of it in a much better way and maybe put some light on
Yeah.
it.
I think I made a good decision, and if I haven't made it, I would have paid a lot, a lot of price for not doing it. So I feel proud of myself also that it was a tough journey because you have to go through a lot of emotional healing. You have to experience those insecurities, those fear, those doubts, everything. But if you don't work on them, then it is going to affect every area of your life. So I feel that it was a very good decision on taking that one step and actually working on it rather than pushing yourself back and thinking that oh, I cannot do this because this is very dangerous. It's looking very dark and all. Because internally you are going through a lot of changes. Your emotions are, you're facing every negative emotion. I don't know how to say it negative or bad, but it's very unusual thing to go through. It's not easy
Just
basically, and
uncomfortable, and there is a
uncomfortable. Yeah, that is
like
the right word.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of discomfort in your body which you
yeah,
don't know
correct,
how to express it and how to feel it and how to
correct,
for it.
correct. Yeah. So initially, I had a very this thing that I couldn't cry in front of others, or even if I cry, I was not feeling good. But now when I cry, my body feels very light. My body calms down. My nervous system is feeling good. That okay, I'm just letting out it, and it's okay to cry. As you also mentioned me a couple of times in our session, only I cried in front of you, and you told
Yeah.
me it's okay. You can sip of water. You don't have to worry about it. Don't think too much. Don't judge yourself and all. So that I learned a lot. That okay, crying is good. Crying doesn't mean that you are weak. Crying is a good way to let it out.
Correct. Because I feel now you have learned how to regulate your emotions at first place.
Right,
Because
right,
you
right.
have learned how to regulate your emotions, it's comparatively easy for you to express what you are feeling, why
Yeah,
you're feeling in a certain way. And in fact, if you feel like that you need to work on certain things, you are ready to work on it. Because now your nervous
yeah.
system is not in a survival mode or not in a fight or flight mode all the time to understand
Correct.
why it is happening with me, or I am the only reason why it
Hmm.
is. with me.
Right.
Apart from
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
everyone is happy. So now you are able to see both the pictures of life, and because of that, you are able to come to the conclusion, oh, this is why it is happening with me. This is what I feel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, right. I was always in that flight or fight mode earlier, but now I'm not. I reflect on myself, I pause, and I mean I take that one step back first, analyze it, reflect it, and then regulate my emotions, and then I come to conclusion instead of concluding everything at first.
Yeah.
So that assumption kind of thing has vanished completely now.
Yeah, correct, correct. So you have stopped psychoanalyzing everything, whatever is happening to you.
Yeah,
Sure.
correct.
Correct. Yeah. So what all you have manifested so far,
A
while
lot of things. I mean, one was moving to Bangalore, then another was when I was moving back to Mumbai, finding house in Mumbai in a good place with a good ventilation and all. Then I would say treats and gifts just coming like easily here and there. That is, I don't keep a count on them, but it's always also people. I would say genuine friendships, genuine connection. That also.
yeah,
Then new workplace, learning new things, I would say, opportunities of writing, whatever I used to do, content writing or those things also. So I think a lot of things, if I see now, like materialistic, of course, but internally also I have seen that a lot of growth has happened. So of course when it comes to manifestation we always focus about like material goals, that what this happened, what that this bag came, or this trip I took, or this the trips also I have took a lot of them. Last year also I took 3 to 4 trips, and when I was in Bangalore that time also I took it. Of course I received a lot of gifts also. So I never knew how to receive. That was my main problem. I was always a giver. So after working with you I understood that it's okay to receive. You have to be on receiving end. And also today also sometimes I struggle a bit here and there, but then I was like, no, I don't have to control. I just surrender and let it go. So that also I have learned. And like countless, like lot of things. I can't put it on numbers, but lot of things I have manifested.
so if you want to probably share some more, which you feel was the incredible breakthroughs for you or the best manifestation so far in your life.
Yeah. So the best one, as I said, that moving to Bangalore happened. That was the best. Moving back to Mumbai, that happened the best. Finding genuine friends uh, nearby my home and workplace, that also happened very well. Trips, I would say, last year I had around like 3 trips, and it was really amazing. And I think this I can count like for the best one.
What I can count on here is launching your book
Yeah, yeah. Launching my book also.
because I remember
Yeah,
when we started working together, it was on your topmost thing that I don't know how I'm going to write a book, but
I'm going to
I want
write.
to be an author. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. My book also. And I mean, from that part only, when I started writing my book, something changed inside me. Like my all energy was channelized in a good way.
yeah,
And a lot of healing happened through that writing also. And right now, that is a top manifestation of second book only.
yeah. It will go good. Just let me know whenever you launch it. I would love to have it.
Sure, sure, sure.
So, if someone is feeling stuck like you were feeling when you started working with me and is very resistant, very hesitant to invest in themselves, what would you tell them?
I would just say that just give yourself a chance, and whatever happens, everything will be all right. Just go for it. Don't think too much. Give yourself that chance that, there is nothing wrong in investing. It's just that you are giving yourself a new birth, and you are changing yourself, and the people around you are also getting benefited. So just go for it and do it. Don't think much about it.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your journey with and with the world actually, whosoever is watching this. So any last word
Yeah.
for someone thinking about working with me? Any last word you want to tell them, you want to share, or you want to give advices to them?
Yeah, I would just say that they are at the right place. They are with the right person. And I don't think that you have that mindset that I want to make money.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone wants to make money, but you also want to help people and in healing because you have been through your own journey. So I always feel that your first perception is to help and heal people, and second is your monetary, whatever it comes. So the purpose, your purpose is very clear. You are very clear in your mind that what you want to do in your life, even if you are struggling, but still you will go that extra mile and help people. So I would always say that whoever is working with you, they are at right place. They are trusting you and you are giving them as much as you can. So I don't think so they have invested in anything wrong. And whatever you give them will always come back 10 times to you more than what they have given you. So that I want to say to the world that you have this amazing power with you where you can help and like heal people, and that is your superpower basically.
Yeah,
So just keep going. And I know that within this 3 to 4 years, you have manifested a lot of things. You have
yeah,
reached to a point, and I know that in future also you will bloom a lot. So
so much.
more power to you, and you are very courageous. That because this work is not easy, doing these things are not easy at all. From the outside, who is very unknown to these things, they feel like it's just that you have to talk with someone, but it's not just talking. There's a lot of work behind it. So I feel that people should be grateful to you if they are working with you. And I also feel that you have taken very bold steps coming into this area and doing this kind of work. So I'm very happy and grateful that I started it. And maybe in future, I don't know if I come back and still work with you.
So, because I always say, even till today, because this is the intention which I said when I had my very first client, and for all the years coming in upcoming years, I always had this intention that I never work for money. Work is a byproduct of whatever I do, because of course, that
Mm.
is something which I need to for my family, for my own self, and for everything. But I always say, whenever I'm working with you, it's always 100 by 100. There you might
Yeah,
see 110% from me, but you will not see 99% from me, because that's what I.
correct.
Okay, ठीक है. If you are stepping in my energy, you are bound to win. This is the
Yeah,
confidence,
yeah,
this is the energy I have, this is the skill I have. I don't know what it is, but there is something which I know, that people are here for a reason, and I am just the
yeah,
guiding force for them to reach where they want to reach. I'm nothing else. I'm
correct,
nothing else.
correct.
I'm just the
Medium.
guiding force for them to reach where they want to
Yeah,
reach.
yeah, that's right.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey with the world, and I really appreciate. I'm genuinely so proud of your growth, because I've
Thank you.
came from this to coming to reaching here where you are so alive, so happy. I'm just so happy. I don't have words to explain what I'm feeling right now. I'm so happy having you here and expressing what all you have.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I can see that now I feel happy from inside rather than like
Yeah,
first I used to feel you have seen a lot of things happening in my
yeah,
life, so you have witnessed it. So
yeah,
now you can also see like what changes I have now versus what I was in my earlier 3 to 4 years back. You have seen that.
yeah.
So thank you so much for I mean guiding me and for being my mentor. I really appreciate your efforts and your support. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.